This is Gail Pallerin, Assembly Member of the 28th District. How are you doing tonight at the QLA?
Absolutely fabulous. It's a great evening and so many wonderful people here and all out supporting queer youth.
I'm glad to hear that. Why is supporting queer and trans youth, in addition to the general queer community, important to you?
Well, we want to make sure that we're reaching out, having their voices heard, and at all levels. We want to make sure that queer youth are involved in our policy and the direction of the state of California and our partners and think partners as well, helping us really understand what the issues are so we can address them.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. What project have you been working on in the last year that has directly empowered the LGBTQ IA plus community?
Well, I'm as a new assembly member, we are definitely having people on our staff who are representing the LGBTQ community. And at Baymac recently, I sponsored a table and had queer youth at the table, and just making sure that we are working together and that they know how to reach me and I know how to reach them when I have questions, and just keeping them a part of the discussion that we're having at the state legislature.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of important work.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear how support for the queer and trans community increases each year in your field.
So, one thing I'm really focusing right now on, and it's May, so May is Mental Health Month, and I'm very, very much concerned about what's happening with the hate, the discrimination against the LGBT community, and with suicide rates being so high with transgender. I'm hearing 1 in 2 people are considering suicide or who are transgender, and that's something that I really want to be working on, that space in Sacramento to be working with mental health, making sure that people have resources and have counselors available and programs available, because we need to remove the stigma. We need to be talking about these issues, and we need to make sure that we're very inclusive in our communities.
Yeah, thank you. That yes. Sorry, a little nervous for some reason. Our theme this year is peace and positivity in the queer community. What do you have to say to queer people watching tonight?
Oh my gosh, I love that theme. That's the first I heard. Peace and positivity. Well, I think we could all benefit from leading from a place of peace, from a place of positivity. I myself sometimes go down that rabbit hole and into despair, and I just dig my way out of that by thinking about what is possible and working together with our community. And there's so much to be hopeful for, and there's so much that we need to do to improve living conditions for folks. And starting from a place of peace and love and positivity will help us get there.
Well, thank you so much for your wonderful words and for your support in being here tonight.
Thank you, and make sure everybody votes. Register and vote. That's the other key piece of this.
Thank you. That's very wise words.
All right, bye.
Dawn Addis, a state assembly member. How are you enjoying the QYLA tonight?
I am incredibly excited to be here. It's my second time at QYLA. The first time I came was as a candidate, and now I'm here as the representative for Assembly District 30, and it's a huge honor to be invited back and to be invited to speak tonight, Tim.
Thank you. Why is supporting queer and trans youth, in addition to the general queer community, important to you?
Well, I look at our democracy as being for all people, by all people. And so when we think about the transgender community, this is one piece of our entire democracy. And when we uplift each of us, we're uplifting our entire democracy.
That was very well said. Thank you. What project have you accomplished last year that you are most proud of that directly empowers the LGBTQ IA plus youth?
Well, being an ally for LGBT youth and trans youth has been part of my life's work as a teacher, has been important to me as a mom, important to me as a city council member as well. I was the first city council member to bring forward raising the pride flag, which is happening this June for the first time in the city of Morro Bay. And now in the state assembly, we're bringing forward really bold policies that I'm excited to join my colleagues on to make sure that transgender youth and LGBT youth in general are supported and affirmed in our state.
Yeah, that's wonderful work. I'm interested to hear how support of the queer and trans community increases each year in your field.
Well, as moving from activism to local government, now to the state legislature, I've had the opportunity to be on the outside, kind of pushing for policy, on the inside to affect one city, and now at the state level, we have an opportunity to affect policy for the fourth largest economy in our world, to make sure that our state is the most inclusive, the most affirming community and state in the nation, which is going to set the stage for a global support for transgender and LGBT youth.
That's a really good mission.
Thank you.
Our theme this year is peace and positivity in the queer community. What do you have to say to queer people watching tonight?
I would say that peace and positivity are essential for all people. That said, there is no peace without justice, and there is no positivity without a community around you that is helping to uplift issues and uplift communities that are important to all of us. And so as we're working for peace and positivity, we're also working for justice, and we're working to build the community as a whole.
Well, thank you so much, Dawn, for coming out tonight.
Thanks so much.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
You too. Thanks, Tim.